Hi, how's everyone? Welcome back. Hello and welcome if you're new. I'm glad you found me. We're doing the morning energy read. Good morning, everyone. Let's see, we'll do one card for the current energy, three clarifiers, and an oracle message. I hope this resonates, but it's not going to resonate for everyone the same way. So leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. You are all at different points in the timeline. Don't get hung up on gender. Gender ain't shit. So let's get one card, please, for the current energies. For the collective, this is timeless. Okay, we've got Judgment. Oh, I'm sorry. We've got the Lovers. Okay. A choice. This is a decision made in harmony with another person. Okay, and the sun fell out right away as one of the clarifiers, so let's see. The sun is the best card in the deck. Success is assured. Be joyful. All will be well. So there may be some in the collective who are contemplating a new relationship, a new partnership, a new connection, a new alliance with someone. I know that sounds weird, but okay. Now we've got an Empress here and the Nine of Wands. Now these cards actually have been coming out pretty heavy lately. So let's see. Bottom of the deck, we've got Temperance on the back side, the Five of Wands on the back side, and the Moon on the back side. Interesting. Okay, we will get into it. So far, we have the choice of getting into a new commitment with someone. Okay, this is equals, pretty well balanced. They recognize, good parts of each other. And I mean, it's pretty straightforward. A decision made in harmony with another person. Wonderful. And we've got the sun. So maybe if there was doubt here, this is acknowledgement that success is assured. Be joyful, that all will be well. And then we've got the Empress energy here. Needs and desires met and fulfilled. Abundance, good fortune, and love. This is, let's see, the Lovers is Gemini energy because it's supposed to be like two equal souls, connecting with each other. The sun is fire energy, Leo. So we've got Gemini, Leo, Taurus, and Libra here with the Empress as Venus. The goddess Venus, love, harmony, justice, balance, camaraderie, compassion. What's the other one? Compromise, peaceful and abundant. But we do have a Nine of Swords or Nine of Wands here. This is someone who's been tested. War is over. Set boundaries, and was it worth it? Someone might be a little bit guarded here. Yep. So yeah, I mean, basically, that's pretty straightforward. There's a love connection here that's possible. It looks good. It feels good. All your needs are being met, but somebody is still in that Nine of Wands energy of being very guarded because they've been through some shit, right? So maybe they're not quite sure. Maybe somebody is stutter stepping a little bit. Now let's look at the bottom of the deck here. We've got all reversals, not upside down reversals, but back to back, backwards reversals. So because this deck has front and back, but I don't do upside down reversals because we've got the outer self and the inner self. Excuse me. So here with Temperance, the moon and the sun balancing. This is rebirth, renewal after the tower because, oh, wait. No, this is the star. I apologize. See, both of them talk about balancing, with cups and stuff. I can't, well, I mean, she's got hair, so I can show you. So this is the star. I apologize for getting it mixed up with temperance. The star is Aquarius energy. This is rebirth and reward after a tower. Yeah, redirection towards happy, or, oh, I'm sorry, that says hope and healing. See? But then we also have this Five of Swords on the reverse side. So there was conflict here. But this is victory brings burden of responsibility. So someone's questioning if how did they win, or what did they really win? And then again we've got the moon but on the backside. This is intuition and instincts, and someone's trying to see underneath the ego, or you're being called to. Okay? They're telling me how the bottom of the deck is like for both people and like advice on what you should do. So let's see here. Moon is Cancer energy. The star is Aquarius. No, no, come on. No. Sorry about that. So, yeah, I mean, I see this is a really wonderful opportunity here. This is a well-matched partnership. But again, with these darker cards here being on the inner self, there's still doubt. Somebody's working through doubt. Someone's trying to go by their instincts. Someone's trying to use their intuition. They're afraid of it being an illusion again. But they are you're being redirected towards each other. Okay? If this hasn't happened yet, they're saying you are being redirected towards each other. If this isn't current, or it has happened and you weren't sure about it, it's saying you have been redirected towards each other. Do you know what I mean? Like if this hasn't happened yet, they're saying you're being redirected towards each other. If this has happened already, they're saying you were redirected towards this person. So trust it, trust it. Because here's doubts here. We've got the Nine of Wands, somebody being very guarded, putting up their boundaries. That Eight of Wands came in really fast. You have the Star here, which comes out after the Tower. Then they're in that Eight of Wands, or Nine of Wands energy, where the action that had just happened, that Eight of Wands, some kind of communication, some kind of momentum, some kind of something just landed at their feet, and they're looking at it, and the way they set up those wands is like a fence. It cordons them off from what happened before so that they can catch their breath. Okay? So there's a sense here that it's over, but there still may be someone in healing energy, okay? Which is good, because with the star here, it is talking about healing. Healing is actively happening, or has happened. The part of the redirection was for their healing, the sake of their healing. Again, I don't know if this is you or somebody that you're interacting with, or that's in your energy. If you're a cross watcher, this could be the other person. But there is blessings here. There's abundance here. This is well deserved, I heard, because the Empress doesn't get to her throne just for, not by doing nothing. The Empress gets there because she's all four queens wrapped into one. So by the time she gets to her throne, it's well earned. Okay? So that abundance, that rest, that is well earned. She's also, if you see, underneath a star, and it really echoes what the star card looks like, right? So it's almost like she's here off in the distance of the star, and in this card, it's right underneath. So there is a underlying energy of distance at first. Because to me, with The Empress is under the star, but this star is small. So to me, it feels like it's off in the distance. She's off in the distance a little bit. But here, when it gets to the star energy, the star is bigger, which to me kind of feels like it's closer. She's closer. So there's a little bit of movement here. Also, with the star, we have, I think this is a goose. I'm not sure. It's pretty dark. Maybe it isn't. So I think it's an ibis. So I'm not going to speak on that because I'm not sure what ibis symbology is. Excuse me. But I like this. It's just that somebody's a little bit still tentative. It's not that they don't recognize it. It's not that they're not choosing it. It's not that they're not there yet. It's that there's still residual healing to do, but they're well on their way. Okay? Someone's in an energy of using intuition, trying to see under the ego. And that's, oh, look, we've got the sun and the moon. The sun is the ego. And we've got the moon here underneath, and this underneath row talking about see under the ego. So let's see what is under the ego. Somebody redirecting towards their North Star. There was a victory, but there was a loss too, right? Because it brought burden. I want to get clarity on that burden. Victory brings burden of responsibility. So they don't feel like they won anything. I mean, the Five of Swords is winning, but at what cost? So usually it just means a cessation of conflict where there's no winner, there's no loser. It's just somebody is just pulling away from the fight. You know, it's like, I don't care if I lose. I don't care if you lose. I don't care if you win or I win. I don't want to fight anymore. I'm taking my swords and I'm getting the fuck. Okay? And that's what this was. Somebody left, like I said, the star happens after the tower. And right after that, this Five of Swords was saying there was a victory, but now there's a burden of responsibility towards something. Maybe they're still connected to something else. I don't see how, though. Let me get some more. Tell me more a little bit about that Five of Swords, please. What is the burden of responsibility? Victory. Interesting. This is the backside of victory. Inequity of recognition. They were overlooked. There was resentment there. They weren't valued. Okay. I feel like with that victory card, when it comes out on the backside, it tells me that there was, when they were up, they had support, right? Excuse me. But the same ones that carried banners with their names, the same people that celebrated them, after that were against them. So there could have been a change here in someone's energy that after this tower happened, the ones that were on their side were no longer on their side. You know what happens when you break up with someone? Six of Cups came out and the Hanged Man. You know what happens when you break up with someone. You know, friends get split down the middle. You lose friends, or people who once had your back don't have your back anymore. They talk shit. They don't support you anymore. That's exactly what this was. When someone made this decision to exit the conflict, whether there was a winner or a loser or not, they lost a lot of support. They lost a lot of their recognition from their friend group, from their family. You see, on this front side of the Six of Wands, you see all the wands behind them with those victory laurels. But on the reverse, you see that the people are bloody and they're rising up against that person that's coming in with the victory. So that's what happened here. Somebody ended something, walked away from something, guarded themselves here. They're in a time of healing. And when that happened, they lost a lot of people from their corner. We do have here the Three of Wands on the reverse side. So this is honor, strength, in balance of feelings and action. So that's what that person's doing. Let me give one more for that, just to even it out. I like an even number. Okay, strength on the reverse. That's not a bad thing. Okay, let's deal with this. So strength on the front side is balancing peace and power. It's the Empress off her throne, whom we have right here. The Lion of Ego, and she's wrestling with it. Okay, so here in it's sunny, and this is the outer self. Someone was showing strength, okay, by trying to balance their peace and their power. But we got it now on the reverse, and on the reverse you can see in front of them what they're facing, and what they're facing is the devil. So what this person is trying to do is face their own shadow. That makes sense now why the moon came out, because the moon deals with what's under the ego. What's under the ego, the shadow. This could be doubts. This could be, oh, remember what I was saying? There was some kind of responsibility, burden of responsibility. Now, I don't have any pentacles out here, so I don't think this is monetary responsibility. But this could be duty of care for someone. But it became a burden. It was a toxic situation. They're trying to wrestle with themselves away from a toxic situation and the responsibilities that they may still be tethered to. Okay? But I mean, the reason they're going through it, the reason that they're doing all this is either consciously or subconsciously that lovers. That lovers card is the sun and moon. Okay, it's the day and the night, it's the guiding star, the empress. Everything here is good. It's just either both of the people are mirroring each other and trying to get through this, or this is what the underlying cause of the delay. Okay, because they're still kind of they're saying jaded. The whatever spirit guide is talking is saying they're a little bit jaded, but I wanted to say they're still a little bit guarded. Okay, they're still a little bit guarded with their heart because they've got a little healing to do. But it's not that they don't see this connection. They see it. It's just they're going to be a little bit. And don't think that it's dismissive either. Don't think that, well, I can't do this right now because, it's not a dismissive kind of thing. They're still moving forward, but they have a little bit of shadow work to do that they are fully aware of, because they got to get out of some kind of toxic leftovers. Okay? Oh my God, underneath that, we've got the frickin' Two of Cups. So yeah, don't worry. They might be in hermit energy a little bit. We've got the hermit under that. But they're pursuing wisdom because the hidden beckons. And what's the last one? Five of Pentacles. They're help. Sorry. Help is very close. They just need to stand up and look for it. Yeah, and they are very, very well aware of it. They're looking for help. This could be like therapy. This could be companionship. This could just be support, because like I was talking about before, when you split with somebody, you lose a lot, So they might be rebuilding. That's what I'm trying to say. They could be rebuilding friendships, rebuilding connections, rebuilding a support system. Okay? So let's get one oracle message. I hope that resonated. I hope the messages reached you for your highest good. If you are vibing with my content, just please take a moment to leave me a thumbs up, share, or subscribe. Look in the description for my details, my email, Venmo, and Cash App. I'm available for personal readings and birth chart inquiries. Okay, Medicine Guardian? Nope, that's too many. Nope, just one, please. One for the daily energy. So, like I said, there may be something here in the daily energy. Sky Father came out. That, Yeah, there's a lover's opportunity here, but somebody still might be in a little bit of healing energy. They might not be ready yet. I feel like they're still gonna move forward with this, but just so that you know, or they know, or this is resonating with, there's still a little bit of residual work to do. Okay, and maybe they're looking for a little bit of help. The Two of Cups says that, the connection is in good intentions. There's love here. Um there's there's no agenda here. There's no motives here, except wanting to reconnect or to connect. I say wanting to connect. They might be in hermit energy a little bit. They're looking within for their inner wisdom. Okay. And here we've got the moon again. We've got a lot of repeating imagery here. We've got the star and the star. We've got the moon and the moon. We've got the star again here above the Two of Cups. Okay. We've got there's an egg there. We've got the Five of Pentacles. That I know the Five of Pentacles is usually loss, loss, financial loss. So yeah, this could have been. Now we've got Pentacles. But look at the card here. This is the front side, right? This is somebody out in the cold. They lost everything. They're in rags. Um, the key here is that with this window lit up, the help they're looking for is right by there. It's right near them. They just have to lift their head, stand up, and go towards it, because like I said, with this deck has another side. There's the help on the other side with their head in their hands, right? So it's like he's on one side of the window, he's on the other side of the window. They need each other. If they would just look up, get up and look out the window at each other, right? Go find each other. They're so close. So that might be what this person is feeling. But I get a good feeling about this. I think they're being too hard on themselves, but it's not for no reason. So let's get to the oracle message, Sky Father. Otherwise, I'll just be talking all frickin' day. Okay. Sky Father says, trust in the unknown. Okay. So, trust in the unknown with Sky Father here. There we go. It says, trust in your path. Trust that your path is unfolding exactly as it needs to. You have the personal relationship with the Great Father. Know that He is lovingly leading you forward. So masculine energy. Okay. Oh, also Aquarius energy, because we've got the eagle there. You're a co-creator of your life, and every thought, feeling, intention, and emotion you have is creating the road ahead. With that being said, you don't need to know every angle, every single detail of what is going to unfold before you. See, when I was saying about that person being very guarded, like, because they don't know what's going to happen, they don't want this cycle to come back around. They don't want to have to do this again. Like, they don't want to fall into the same trap. But this is saying you don't have to know every detail of what's going to unfold before you. When this card appears, you're being guided to step back and get out of your own way, because there is a greater power that is not only around you but within you. And Sky Father is creating the best experience imaginable for you. Is that too close? Accepting this will allow miraculous energy to come into your life. So see things from a higher perspective, like the eagle in the card. This card can also appear when there are opportunities to improve the father connection in your life. If your father figure is in heaven, know that his spirit is drawing close. If he's still on earth, there is an opportunity to heal something, whether past or present. There you go. See? I like that. Excuse me. So, Um, what do we have coming up? I believe we have Love with the Fairies later. I don't even have to check the book. Love with the Fairies coming up later. I hope that resonated. Until I see everyone again in the next reading, thanks so much for sticking with me. Okay, thanks. Bye.